Why Meng Jianju's family after organ transplants are still so healthy? Where did you get the serum? You killed a 17-year-old boy from Xinjiang just a few days after he arrived in Beijing, and you charged him with rape. Who did he rape? And you killed him. Who took those people from Xinjiang who disappeared in Beijing? Who disappeared? Where are those people's kidneys and livers? Do you have any records? Most victimized is the Xinjiang's ethnic group. The following videos give you a briefly idea where is Xinjiang, and the current condition about the local Muslim minorities, and the existence of the hidden concentration camp in the 21st century.
Chinese rulers have been trying to control Xinjiang for roughly 2,000 years. The region is well positioned for controlling trade routes between Europe and Asia. It's also rich in oil, coal, and natural gas. In 1949, Mao Zedong sent his army into Xinjiang and incorporated it into the People's Republic of China. Many Uyghurs saw this as an act of colonization. Over time, riots erupted. In recent years, violent attacks by separatists have occurred inside and outside Xinjiang. To bring order, in 2016, Beijing installed a new strongman in Urumqi, Chen Quanguo, who was known for locking down Tibet, another rebellious region. In Xinjiang, Chen has taken his methods of mass control to a new level, turning the region into a laboratory for new surveillance technology. ID cards loaded with personal details are used to track people's movements. Residents have different levels of freedom based on factors like ethnicity and religious practices. Goods that are deemed dangerous are tightly controlled. If you want to buy a knife in this cutlery shop, for example, the purchase is tied to your ID, as this salesman demonstrates.
This is a QR code. Underneath is a reference number. We'll use the laser to put it on there. By scanning your QR code, it reads your ID card and show you the pictures, card number, your ethnic groups, even your family addresses.
The system also tracks faces. An immense network of security cameras, some equipped with facial recognition, is constantly monitoring the streets. Police started collecting massive amounts of detail about the lives of Uyghur residents.
This document paper was sent to everyone staying in Urumqi. People had to fill it out the information like, are you a Uyghur? Do you have a job? Do you have a passport? Do you pray? Based on this information, they categorize you into different groups.
Hamid and other Uyghurs in exile say people categorized as unsafe were sent to study centers for political education. We found one of the so-called schools buried down a rural road on the outskirts of Kashgar. It was newly built and looked more like a prison, with watchtowers and walls topped with razor wire.
Basically, this place is a concentration camp. They detain people based on the civilian data.
The government didn't respond to our request for comment, but Hamid says many more people are being detained today than in the past.
Many people don't know why they have been detained, where they send them to, have no idea when we'll release them.
If this really is all about education, then why the effort to stop us getting close?
In Xinjiang, China's experiment with surveillance isn't just about fighting terrorism. It's also about Xi Jinping's ambitions. One of the Chinese president's signature initiatives is to develop trade routes across Eurasia, and Xinjiang is considered key to its success.
President Xi, I want to thank you.
On top of that, Western leaders are reluctant these days to publicly challenge Xi Jinping on human rights. That means one thing. The surveillance state in Xinjiang is likely to keep expanding.
At night, I dream I'm stuck in Xinjiang, in Urumqi. But when I wake up, I see we're safe here in the US. This is the inside of the concentration camp. Chinese officials call it vocational school. There is handcuffs and chains on women's wrists and ankles. Even the kids got detained. If you want to be released, you must do what they asked and meet their standard of a performance. For example, they would sing songs like, "Without the Communist Party, there's no new China." As many as a million people are being held in extra-legal indoctrination camps, where inmates are forced to write self-descriptions, sing patriotic songs, and chant slogans praising the Communist Party. This girl is 17 years old, and most of the family members were detained in the concentration camp, and she's asking for help.
All my family members and most of relatives are detained in a concentration camp in Turkestan, Turpan City. This, my father Osman Saud and my uncle Absatar Saud, detained in a concentration camp 1.5 years ago. This, my mother Khairinsa Sanyaz and my aunt Habiba Abdulqadir, detained in a concentration camp since 5 months ago. This, my sister Munira Osman and the cousins Muhammad Salih Sattar, Nurali Sattar, detained in a concentration camp March 2018. My cousin's husband Muhammad Ali Umar, detained in a concentration camp December 2017. I also heard other two cousins, Ahmed Jan Tunias and Muhammad Tunias, detained in a concentration camp in East Turkestan. I have one younger sister and younger brother. I don't know any information about them. I am still a high school student, and it affects my psychology a lot. There are over 3 million Uyghur, Kazakh, Kyrgyz Muslims are detained in a concentration camp in East Turkestan just because of their ethnic and religious identity. China doing the big ethnic cleansing in 21st century. I am here to call all human beings to take action and stop the Chinese government's genocide. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe The Voice of Uyghur Media.